What's going on, guys? I hope you're well. I am well, although it's been one of those weeks. It's been one of those weeks. I planned on making a video where I was doing a lot of walking, as I said in the last vlog, and I'm still planning on making that video. Hopefully it'll be out on Wednesday. But this week has been one of those weeks that nothing went right. In fact, if you hear me talking kind of funny, it's because I chipped a tooth. And of course, the dentists aren't exactly available right now, so it's really awkward. And yeah, everything's kind of been going wrong this week, but that's okay, that's life. And speaking about life, since I don't have a vlog style video for you today, I'm gonna do a Q&A. And I did that Q&A, or I asked for the questions over on my Facebook group. If you don't know about the Facebook group, it's facebook.com/group/Brendan Vanson. We do things other than Q&A. We do photo sharing and photo critiques and lots of fun stuff over there. I think it's a really cool community. I'm going to start answering them now because that's how a Q&A works. And again, I kind of want this to focus on life. The first question comes from, well, there's actually 5 questions about this, so let me talk about this. The questions in general are, when are you finally moving to Portugal? Portugal. Hey, it's been crazy because actually we were planning on moving in March, then the apartment got delayed until July or August. Then all this, current crisis happened, we got put on lockdown, and then we got a call from the house people, the developers, saying that the apartment's ready. So the apartment's been ready for about a month. Yeah, it's just sitting there empty. In fact, we're trying to do as much of it from afar as we can. We're trying to get a mortgage arranged. We've got a lawyer looking after things over there. And it looks like things are moving along. Jody and I actually have a flight booked on June 13th or something like that. So hopefully we'll be able to just arrive in Portugal and we'll just be able to move in. So it looks like June 13th or so we should be moving to Portugal. I don't know for sure how it's going to work because we're still figuring some stuff out. Yes, Portugal will be the base. It's not going to be that travel's going to stop. It's just going to be that we're going to have a place to travel to and from. For the past 10, almost 11 years now, I've been totally nomadic, and it's been hard because you're just packing everything you have with you on your back. And in the early days, it was really easy because I didn't have that much stuff. But now I've got so much camera equipment, and it'd just be nice to take the equipment I need for a specific trip. For example, when I was in the Amazon basin in Ecuador with Morton Hilmer, I had my winter clothes with me. I had lenses that I didn't need. I had all sorts of equipment I didn't need, and it'll just be nice to be able to only take what I really need, only take the essentials on trips. It'll also be nice to have an office where I can properly store footage on a proper backup system and always be able to come back to it and always have access to it, online via the cloud or whatever. I'm really looking forward to the apartment in Portugal. Let's get on to the next question. The next question's from Robert. It says, do you plan to upgrade to the EOS R5 when it comes out? Yeah, I mean, that's the plan. That was the hope. I really wanted the EOS R5. When I first saw the news about it, I was like, I'm 100% sure getting that camera. But, with what's been going on in the world right now, it seems hard for me to justify spending around $4,000 on a camera when I have perfectly functioning ones. So I don't know. I think I'm probably either going to get it or the R6. I just don't know which one. I'm going to wait to see what the price point is when it comes out. Before all this crisis happened and I had to put my whole year's work on hold, I was definitely going to get both of them. I was going to get the R6 for vlogging and the R5 for photography. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to get either, but I really hope I do, and I'm going to try my best. We'll see what the finances say. This is a Portugal related question. Do you envisage yourself running photography schools in Portugal? Yes and no. My thing with Portugal, this is my dream for Portugal. We have quite a small apartment. It's 750 square feet, more or less. And then it's got a balcony that's a little bit bigger than that, but it's quite small. What I really want eventually is a space that's about that same size, or maybe half that size, out in the old town that can serve as like a gallery and can serve as like a studio for me filming and can serve as an office. That's what I really want. I want it to almost be like a space that if people come to Portugal and they know my channel or want to see my work, they can come and just hang out and I'll be there working and there'll be free coffee and potentially free wine. That's what I really want. And then I'm going to also be running retreats in Portugal, maybe once or twice a year, like a landscape photography retreat or maybe an astrophotography retreat because there is such clear, beautiful skies down in the Algarve of Portugal. But like on a day-to-day photography school thing, that's not something I'm going to be doing. But at the gallery, potentially and hopefully I'll be bringing on a photographer that can do like little mini photo sessions out and about in that area. So that's kind of the dream. I think that's probably about a year away, but we'll see. This is a great question from Casper. After all this crisis situation, what do you think the future of travel photography is going to look like? And I think it's really interesting because I've been harping on this idea for 6 years and kind of living the other way. I've been a terrible example for this, but I've always said you don't need to travel to be a successful travel photographer. In fact, traveling is a total detriment to success in this career. And I know that sounds crazy, but unless you have like a huge audience, it's just gonna hurt you because it's gonna cost you too much money. The really successful travel photographers financially that don't have YouTube channels or whatever, they focus around home. They work with their home tourism boards. They shoot travel in their area, in their state or province or country. And then maybe once or twice a year, they do a big trip that's just to create images for their like portfolio, their travel portfolio, just to give it some diversity. But if you really want to be successful as a travel photographer, you have to focus locally. And then you can start to establish yourself that way. So the future of travel photography, in my opinion, isn't going to change. I think you still need to do that. I think the future of travel is totally going to change in that I think for at least a little bit of time, people are really going to focus on traveling locally. People aren't going to be rushing to jump on planes or cruise ships or jump around the world. They're going to be more interested and focused on traveling locally. So I don't think that changes anything from a photography standpoint, but it does change things from a marketing standpoint for like tourism boards and brands and stuff like that. I'm going to answer a funny question because every single time I do this, Adam Russell, Wadget Catcher, who also has a YouTube channel, asks, would I rather have fingers for legs or legs for fingers? I'm not going to answer it. But I'm going to answer another question he asked, which is, would you rather go back to the age of 5 with everything you know now, or now know everything your future self will learn? And that's a really easy question. When you're 5 years old, you don't want to know about the future because it kills that fun and the voyage to get there. There's no way I would want to know what I know now at age 5. Think of all the disgusting things we know. Like, think of all the dirty things we know. At age 5, you shouldn't know that stuff. No, you don't want that. Even if there was no option, like the question was, would you want 5-year-old yourself to know everything you know now? I'd be like, no, let that dude be innocent for a little while. I was super innocent at age 5. I was like rocking around in sweatpants, not showering. I was a smelly kid. I was basically the same as I am in lockdown. But I don't know if I'd want to know everything I would know in the future right now either. I like the mystery of life. I like the mystery of exploration. I don't want to know everything I'm going to know in the future because there's probably some sad stuff in there and you'd be like it would be weighing on you. So no, I don't want that either. I'm good with life how it is. Dave Brett asks, will I be learning Portuguese so you can order custard egg tarts? Yeah, like it's funny because I actually can speak a little bit of Portuguese. I can definitely understand almost everything because I do speak Spanish. So I think it's going to be a pretty easy transition into Portuguese. I think I could probably already order egg tarts. Eu quero uma pastel de nata. I don't know. I have no idea if that's correct. That's just a guess. A guess. But yeah, I don't speak Portuguese, but I can understand it. So I'm always telling people, compreendo, mas não falo. So I don't know if that's even correct, but it basically means I understand what you're saying, but I don't speak. Anyways, I'm looking forward to speaking Portuguese and learning Portuguese. Jodie's already learning as well, and she's got a huge head start on me, I think. Next question. Do you think guided photography workshops are still a viable income source? Yeah, absolutely. Just not right now. If you had your entire income based on photography workshops, I really feel for you, because that's just not happening right now. And it's just proof that you need to diversify your income in any business, but especially in, a cell phone photography business. You can't make all your money from guiding people. You need different sources. And like I was mentioning before, I think that the travel industry changes a lot. So I think there's going to be more people trying to explore their home area. I'll give you a great example. I have an article called The Best Photography Locations in Arizona, and it's always gotten a few hits. Like, it's always been doing okay. As soon as lockdown happened and as soon as the crisis happened, that page exploded. And presumably it's from people in like Phoenix and Arizona that are just going, I need to shoot some photos. I want to go out exploring and taking some pictures and exploring more locally than they normally do. So I think photography tours are definitely still a thing that's going to happen. Keats asks, on your wedding day, will you wear a hat backwards, shave your head nice and smooth like he does, or do whatever Jody says? The funny thing is, like, it's really funny because I wear this hat all the time. It's like my comfort blanket. I don't know why. But I kind of would like to wear the hat at the wedding just for fun, but there's no way that Jody's gonna let that slide. So I'll just cut my hair short like I usually do. And for those of you wondering, I shave myself and I cut my own hair. So during lockdown, I've had no issue. I've been cutting my own hair the same as I have done for like 3 years. And no, you're not all invited. The question is, where would you rather be at this moment, the US or the UK? I think that's a really good question, and I've been struggling with this because Jody and I have been talking about this stuff. Where would you rather be during lockdown, the US or the UK? I think it really depends on where. I would love to be in Phoenix right now and to be able to go drive off on night shoots to go shoot photography in places. I would hate to be in London right now. I think the congestion would get to me. I would hate to be in New York right now. I really like where we are on the Isle of Sheppey. I wish there was more photo locations that I could walk to. I wish I had wheels. But I think overall, I'm really happy where we ended up during lockdown. It has everything you need. We're like a 5-10 minute walk from the ocean. Jody's parents have been awesome to us. It's been perfect, so I absolutely have no complaints. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's a good answer. I'd like to be in the countryside somewhere, whether it's here or in the US. That's just the answer. And that's it for today's Q&A. Like I said, on Wednesday, I'm going to try to have a video where I do this crazy walk for photography, since I don't have wheels here in the UK. So I hope to see you there. And yeah, stay safe. Peace.